on the front row with Valentino Rossi and Australian row. Dovizioso, the winner here, the last time he raced at Silverstone in 2017. He's on row 3 with Morbidelli on the medium rear tyre. And all KTM row 5, Pol Espargaro, Johan Zarco and Miguel Oliveira. Rabat, you know, a bit further back, row 7, headed by Joan Mir's injury replacement. Sylvain Gintley on the Suzuki. Hafiz Syarine, the battered bruise.
Go, brilliant start from Marquez from pole.
Quartararo's down! Is that Dovizioso
I think
as well?
it is!
There's
Unbelievable!
Fire from the Ducati. The high slide. Down he went. One of the factory Ducatis clattered in.
Believe it. They're trying to get that bike out. They're looking to Dovizioso now. I hope he's okay because he looked hurt.
Nowhere to push into the air. He's rolled through the tarmac runoff quite a few times there.
I just wonder if we might see a red flag here if they can't get
for Fabio Quartararo. A shocker for Andrea Dovizioso. Marc Marquez now has
down the back straight into Brooklands from Rossi and Rins, with Viñales then following Morbidelli.
Battered into Quartararo's Yamaha. He's on the stretcher.
Well, Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki at the sharp end of this one then, as they now head around Maggots and Beckett's. Quartararo, he's wincing a bit.
Yeah, well, that was a big launch over the handlebars for Quartararo. Just now, Rins ahead of him also lost the rear a little bit. Dovizioso took a
right, bro, that's your top 10.
There's no luck going this year for Andrea. That was a thumbs up there to the medics as well. He's just trying to regain his composure.
He's thinking, I'm going to actually wrap this championship up right now, if you don't mind.
This is a tough one. Great sight. He's on his feet, albeit very, very gingerly, but Andrea Dovizioso shake
of Marc Marquez.
Yeah, Rossi at the moment at this stage of the race hasn't got the rhythm. The two men ahead of him, Guerrero launched himself over the handlebars. Dovizioso just nowhere to go.
It's such a shame because
where the Honda will jump out of the corner a little bit better than Suzuki's GSX-R. No doubt about it. The extra power that HRC found this year. Real meal of Brooklands. He was well wide there.
Jack Miller did not get off the line well at all, being asked early questions by Marc Marquez.
Ahead of the factory Yamaha, that time it was Maverick Viñales. It was a pretty safe and secure second place that he surrendered and threw into the gravel trap in
there. But on acceleration once more, look at that Repsol Honda streak away from the blue Suzuki. Switch there from Marquez out front.
The braking stability of the Suzuki into this section.
Being third, Matt, is just really hoping Alex Rins is close enough to engage shortly.
Fabio Quartararo. Rins was out the lead as well. That's what happens when you've got nowhere to go. There was nothing. He's trying to think here, I'm going over the top. This is a horrible crash for Andrea.
So close you could touch Marc Marquez as we head into there now.
Yeah, you can see at the moment Rossi just has not got the speed to go with the two men in front of him. Yeah, I mean, Andrea Dovizioso, it really was a punt to go for that medium rear tyre. Look at Rins' corner speed place.
Yeah, Andrea Iannone's just moved up one, in fact, ahead of Johan Zarco. Alex Rins then...
In Austria, it wasn't a battle for the podium, but Valentino Rins. It's history repeating itself right now for Rossi, because he'll see on his pit board, he'll know that Viñales is starting to go just on that acceleration point out of Aintree. Marquez just seems to be able to squeeze out those 2 or 3 bike lengths, which doesn't sound... He's remounted, obviously. Unlucky turn 13 for Rabat.
His teammate, he's got the inside line and he goes through. Rossi now down to 4.
That's been coming. How much time does Rins recover in the braking zone? He knows that Marquez has got that punch, the better drive onto the Wellington straight. He's just trying to...
They certainly do. Rins hasn't lost too much across the line in the end. Around Copse Corner we go.
Look, KTM's, unfortunately, Brooklands has taken Nakagami's race to a premature ending. Has found a way through on Fast Frankie. That was fighting for 5th place.
Well, it had Marc Marquez, but the Yamahas right now with Maverick and Valentino there, and even Franco Morbidelli.
Nakagami's exit means that Pol Espargaro now 8th, Petrucci 9th.
Suzuki coming around the final turn. Into Copse we go then. He doesn't want to have a go, and he has to just take... And here comes Rins on the Suzuki. He leads.
Got the drive out of the first corner.
I wouldn't say that they're on each other's Christmas card list right now.
Well, and this is all about Bruno. That was Marquez. Just Morbidelli's having a good battle with Cal Crutchlow here, and he's taken that 5th place back. Then potentially could bring Maverick Viñales back into contact. 2 KTMs are down. So Johan Zarco and Oliveira are both gone down at turn 40.
There wasn't a lot of room there, and that is unfortunately Johan Zarco's crash. them time. Are the Yamahas going to just drift themselves a bit closer to contention here?
That's not going to go.
He's in 13th. He's one place ahead of Jorge Lorenzo, actually. He's up ahead of the distance between these guys and Maverick has gone back up into 2 seconds again.
Tito still Marquez from Rins. Viñales is keeping Rossi at bay.
Here from Rins in second. Bit wide on the exit there from Marc Marquez. Well, looking to try and find a way past Marc Marquez. His mid-corner speed so supreme, and as it stands, Marquez would take a walloping 83-point lead.
Yeah, hotter conditions, not a lot of front-end feel this weekend for Petrucci. He's way off the pace at the moment. Yeah, good ride ahead of him, you've got to say, by Franco Morbidelli. Top 6, a welcome boost for Morbidelli. A little bit over-exuberant coming through the first corner, took himself out, and then unfortunately poor Andrea Dovizioso, also actually third in 2019.
He really is closing, in fact. Another couple of tenths in second.
In terms of tyre life towards the end of the race, so is there a late sting in the tail? Can the Top Gun
getting himself in contention to fire a move? He just makes a tiny mistake, and of course Marc, as you said, is 10th that time, but there's still lots of time left in this race for him to feature.
Yeah, the gap out to almost half a second, that's the biggest gap it's been.
Behind him.
Yeah, it's not what the doctor was hoping to deliver at all. We thought Rossi was going to go. This is the crucial moment then. Has Marc Marquez stage managed this to perfection? But the straight line speed, the straight line advantage is definitely Honda's, although Rins was able to close right up.
Rins to get closer. Cal Crutchlow's just dropped back behind Jack Miller once more in that.
Yeah, we've got a dejected Dovizioso, a deflated doctor. Valentino Rossi, this is not...
Well, but nowhere to go, and he has gone clattering down. Just on this side of the... and he's almost thrown it down the road. Was his concentration taken away a bit by...
9. Just a few seconds before this, he looked over his left shoulder to see. Yeah, that was a big moment for everybody else. He's on the limit. He's pushing as hard as he can, but he's only going as fast as he's got the motorcycle underneath him.
Out of it.
Yeah, well, with Marquez parking that Honda mid-corner, he knows that coming out of Aintree, tenths quicker than Alex Rins. 4 tenths the gap then now with 2 laps of this British Grand Prix.
Up close behind Marquez, who has a bit of a wobble on the exit. Can Rins do anything about this down into turn 7? He takes the inside.
He's trying to fight their way through up into Vale. Marquez is having none of it. You can see his rear tyre hopping and skipping hard on the front end there.
There was another 4 laps of this, and he might have a say in who ends up on the top step as well.
Seru again.
He's going
brilliant! What a move! What a move!
Fantastic stuff, and Marquez really struggled to get that. Goes through, he takes the inside line. Can he get the Honda stop though?
Around the outside of Woodcote, you can't do that!
No, they're side by side, unbelievable. Viñales is in contention here. Around Maggots and Beckett's we go on the final lap here at the British Grand Prix.
Marquez has got the advantage. Alex Rins is not close enough to attack into Stowe corner. Marquez gets his...
Viñales trying to reach and touch these guys, but it's not happening. We're running out of time here for Rins to...
Where Alex Rins took the lead on the last lap. Is he going to be close enough? This is where he's been brilliant coming into Billy's corner. Marquez...
He's got the job! He's done it! He's going to do it! He's done it! Rins has poached it!
Unbelievable!
Wild!
That was all about the Suzuki edge grip, the Suzuki corner speed, the agility. They can't be...
Spectacular from Alex Rins. He knew he had to do it on the final corner, but he wasn't sure whether...
How tight was that? How tight was that? What another monumental... You know, you could see there Marquez, he wanted... Incredible last lap. Brilliant performance by Alex Rins. Marquez hooked up. He's on the gas desperately thinking, where's the checker flag? Where's the finish line? He could feel that rear tyre spinning up in a phenomenal race. And he's been pipped right at the post yet again.
There was a
sportsmanship between the two of them. They've been at loggerheads a couple of times over recent weeks. First time since 2...
One moment more. Sorry, David.
Yeah, no.
You think he could do that? Not really.
Okay. Run out of juice, has it? On the limit then, perhaps fuel consumption wise, but he's wanted to win that one. It was crystal clear, pure and simple, that Suzuki just had.
I will just add to that, I completely agree with you, complete class from